He talking tough, he get hit in the lip with the stick, knock him right off of his shit. Bitch, 3400 I spit.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Emmett, aka 2Coop, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the urban desaturated look. Now, this is really common among people on Instagram, especially street photographers. It looks really good. It gives you this sort of urban, like, moody vibe, and a lot of people look for that in their theme, and it makes, you know, cityscapes look more professional and have more personality to them. So I think it's a really good and easy preset to have under your belt. And those of you that have Lightroom, I'm going to be giving away the preset for free, so you guys can just look in the description of this video and you can download the preset. Those of you that don't have Lightroom, you can just follow along in the settings and apply it to your pictures in whatever application you're going to be using, whether it's VSCO or the iOS editing app. Okay guys, so I'm on my phone now, and this is the picture we're going to use. This is a picture I took in Paris over the summer, and it already has sort of the mood that we're looking for. It already has sort of an urban desaturated look, but I'm just going to go in and tweak the settings so you guys can see what our final product is going to be looking like. So the first thing I like to do is go into the light, and what I like to do is, it just depends on the exposure you use for your picture, but for this particular picture I'm actually going to turn the exposure up a little bit. Normally you'd want to turn it down to give it this sort of, you know, darker look. Contrast definitely up pretty high actually. Highlights, now this one's up to you. If you guys want to blow out the sky, go for it. If you want to keep the sky, don't. You see, keeping the sky, blowing out the sky. I personally kind of keep it blown out because I just think it gives it this sort of like more unrealistic look. It looks kind of, you know, scary, more dystopian, but you know, whatever you guys choose, you can do it either way. Shadows for me, I pretty much always turn them down. A lot of people like to always turn their shadows up on cityscapes, but that's just not my style. I don't like to do that. I don't think that it really fits the mood properly. Whites up and blacks down. That's imperative to get that super hard contrast and for your blacks to be really deep. Blacks you can pretty much go crazy with. You can do it all the way. Some people do that. I don't. I like to keep it, you know, so that you can still see stuff that's in, you know, darker light. So now color is going to be the most important thing, and I'm actually going to be using the color mix for this. If you don't have Lightroom, just skip through this part. Don't worry about it. You can just use desaturation, but I'm going to be individually desaturating colors and saturating some different colors. So skip through if you're not on Lightroom. If you're following along on Lightroom, just go ahead and do this with me. So I like to turn my red saturation up. This is because there's not a lot of red hues in the cities. Usually there's just going to be pieces of red, and those are going to really pop when you desaturate your other stuff, and that's going to make the picture look really good in the end. Oranges, you can do the same, but sometimes concrete, especially white concrete like this one or tan concrete, it'll have really nasty orange hues if you turn it up, so I turn it down. But if there's something like a cab and you don't have these yellow hues, then you can just feel it out. For me, yellow, always turn down. It just brings out the buildings better. It makes it look crisper. It doesn't look as dingy. I recommend it. Green, I turn up for the same reason as the reds. There's not a lot of green hues in the city, and it can make things like these street signs here pop, or like grass pop if you have grass in it. Blues down all the way across the board. I would just definitely recommend this. There's a lot of blue hues in cities, and that's just going to give it a crisper look. It's going to make it more moody and more depressing looking, super desaturated. Your purples and your magentas, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to leave them alone. There's not really a lot of those hues in this picture at all anyway. Now for effects, I'm going to turn up my clarity a bit. I'm leaving split tone alone because I want this picture to be pretty desaturated. Color's not really going to be my main, you know, focus point. Saturation I'm going to turn down a little bit. And already this is a pretty good looking picture. Now I like to turn my sharpening up, make it look more crisp. And if your picture has noise in it, you can use noise reduction. This picture obviously doesn't. It was taken during the daytime. There's no noise at all whatsoever in it. It was taken at ISO 100. So yeah, that's gonna be the final product. It was really quick, really easy. Once again, you guys can check in the description for the free presets if you want your pictures to look like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you found it helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I don't understand me, I don't understand you, I don't understand